So if you're familiar with the actual hybrid system I keep mentioning to you guys on this channel, which is using, smaller ticket clients as cash flow in order to, invest into first line writers to automate your cold outreach, then you're familiar with the whole idea of kind of like going after low ticket clients. Now, some people actually worry about the low ticket client thing. Is it worth it? Should you go after low ticket clients? Aren't low ticket clients a headache? All these misconceptions about low ticket clients. So in today's video, I want to kind of like iron those out and kind of brush over, if you will, and kind of go over, if you will, the actual hidden benefits of low ticket clients. There actually are some hidden benefits. There's pros and there's cons, of course, but in today's video, I want to talk about the pros of low ticket clients and the kind of like hidden benefits to them. Now, the reason for this video again is because, like I said, a lot of people just think low ticket clients, you should stay completely away from them. I've seen so many people kind of like say that like they only want to close clients for at least $1,000 per month, this, that, and the third, basically. So I want to break all this stuff down because a lot of people are following the gurus and following the old method of SMMA, and it's changing. That old method of SMMA is dying. I made a video on this, so take a look on my channel the other day. So it's called SMMA is dead, if you will. So take a look at that if you haven't already. Now, with that being said, guys, let's talk about the hidden benefits of low ticket clients. So if you see me looking over here, by the way, it's just because I've got some notes and I want to make sure that I go through each and every one of them. But first, I want to prelude by saying this. I'm not saying low ticket clients are better than high ticket clients or high ticket clients are better than low ticket clients. I'm just saying, in my own personal opinion, I've actually found some hidden benefits that most people don't actually kind of think about or know about when it comes to low ticket clients. So number one is, I've actually found, and it's weird to say this, because I know a lot of gurus say the opposite, but I've actually genuinely found, in my own personal opinion, that it's easier to sell 10 people on like a $500 per month service than it is to close one person on like a $5,000 per month service. Now, it doesn't actually take, I wouldn't actually say it would take more effort to actually close them, because one sales call is one sales call, two sales calls is two sales calls. If it takes you two sales calls to get a $500 per month client over the line, they're both 30 minutes each, you've expended the same amount of energy and the same amount of effort. So that within itself, the physical act of showing up to two sales calls or a single sales call doesn't actually change. But what I've actually found is that more people are inclined to say yes to $500 per month than it is $500 per month. You can't actually argue with that. For example, if you was going to buy a Apple laptop, for example, and one person was selling it for $2,000 and another person was selling the exact same laptop for $1,000, you're obviously going to choose the $1,000. Now, that doesn't mean you should be price cutting yourself or trying to commoditize your actual price, if you will. I believe I'm saying that word right. You know me, guys, I wake up words all the time. So long story short, guys, you shouldn't actually be doing the whole pricing strategy. But what I've actually genuinely found is that more people are just genuinely inclined to say yes to $500 per month instead of $5,000 per month. I've genuinely just found that. I don't know if you can really argue with that. I mean, you can argue with the fact that yes, it does take the same amount of effort on a single sales call to get a $5,000 per month client than it does a $500 per month client. And I can see where people think that low ticket clients come as crappy clients, or they're not as high quality, if you will, and they give you like lots of headache. But this can all be solved if you know exactly how to go about closing sales, how to set the right expectations, and how to go about onboarding your clients and actually setting expectations in your onboarding as well, which is something I teach in agency implementation. So if you still want to actually enroll in agency implementation, the spots are still available. All you have to do is go below and I teach you all this sort of stuff about low ticket clients, high ticket clients, and how to use low ticket clients in order to get high ticket clients to automate your outreach. So that being said, point number one I found, and this is just in my own personal opinion, like I said, I've actually genuinely found it easier to close $500 per month clients than it is, $2,000 per month clients, $5,000 per month clients, because they're just more inclined to say yes. It's a lower price point, it's a lower price commitment. Not only that, the second point is with low ticket clients, kind of like the hidden benefit of it, of them is that it diversifies your risk. This is a huge one. I probably should have started with this one. This one is definitely irrefutable. Maybe the first point I made, maybe you can argue with it slightly here and there and kind of like shoot holes in the argument, if you will. But this one is 110% irrefutable. And what I mean by that is you can diversify your risk more between more frequent lower ticket clients. And what I mean by that is, so let's say you have two candidates. One candidate basically has one client that's an e-com brand, for example, paying them $5,000 per month flat fee for some Facebook ads. Whereas this dude over here, candidate B, if you will, has 10 clients paying him each $500 net profit each. So they're both making $5,000 per month each. This guy's got 10 clients at $500. This guy's got, one client at $5,000 profit each. So they're both making $5,000 net profit. This guy over here is actually in a better situation. Now the reason, well, he's actually in less risk, should I say. The reason for that is because this person over here, if they lose their $1,000, their one singular client, which is a $5,000 per month client, they lose their entire income and they're making $0 per month, and they have to start all over again from scratch. If you will, they're not making any money, and cash flow in business is literally the lifeline and oxygen of a business. So this person over here, if he loses one client, for example, he's only lost $500 out of his entire kind of like $5,000 per month income. So he's now still making $4,500 per month. With that $4,500 per month, he can reinvest into the business. He's just got cash flow to play around with. Once you've got cash allows you to play the game of chess, not checkers. You can use that cash to invest into certain things, such as hiring a first line writer, or 2 of them, or 3 of them, or at that point you can hire quite a few of them, to be honest with you, and actually have just 100 emails going out on autopilot and still be making more money than this guy over here whilst he's lost his one client. So this guy's definitely in a better situation. Not only that, but I've also found that because of this exact fact of it actually diversifying your risk, in terms of, if you lose a client, you're actually still okay if you've got lower ticket clients and you've got multiple of them. What I've also found is that because of that fact, that can actually relieve the pressure off of you to perform as well. Meaning if this dude over here knows that if he loses this one client, he's got no income, that will pressurize him and put him under pressure to actually perform. Now, this can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing, just depending on what sort of person you are. Because there's some people out there that like pressure and will take this as like a challenge to get their clients even better results so they stay on. Yeah, I understand that. But there's also some people that kind of, I wouldn't say shy away from pressure, but they would kind of more be comfortable not being under so much pressure. If you're under extreme financial pressure, that can actually be bad for your mental health. And having multiple clients, I found, in my own personal opinion, and if you know you're just going to lose one of them, doesn't really matter. I found that is actually so much more better for my mental health. I literally remember when I had like lots of anxiety, like extreme amounts of anxiety back in the day when I was broke. I don't really have that now because my risk is actually diversified. I have many social media management clients right now that are paying me like $500, $600, $1,000 plus, $800 and stuff like that plus. And if I lose one of them, I'm not really going to be upset by that because I have many of them at this point. And if I lose one, I know first and foremost I can replace the client really quickly because I have a system that genuinely works, if you will, that's actually consistent and actually can get me lower ticket clients quite frequently. But I also know that if I lose a client, I'm not going to be worried because I have many other clients to back that up. So I literally would need to lose every single one of my clients at one particular time, which, God forbid, if you will, but that's very difficult for that to happen, if you will. Like, that's very low chance of that happening. Like losing one client, yeah, that can happen, but losing every single client within like a 24-hour period, that probably won't happen unless I do something extremely drastic or dramatic, if you will. So it actually diversifies your risk, and because of that, you feel more comfortable with your income. It's much more comfortable, much more blissful. You're less stressed and you're less worried, and because you're less pressurized. You know that if you lose a client, you don't have to actually perform. But like I said, that could be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. Well, good thing and a bad thing, if you will, just depending on how you see it. Because some people do like the pressure and think that, oh, you should be pressurized, you should want to get your clients great results and stuff like that. Which I'm not saying that if you've got multiple clients, low ticket clients, you're not feeling that. It's just that it's not like a duel. It's not like life or death, if you will. Like that situation, being in that situation is not good for your mental health. Like constantly, like it's good sometimes, but constantly every single day worried about losing your client is probably not great for your mental health. Now, another hidden benefit as well by the way, if you see me looking over here, it's because I've got a couple of notes. I think I already mentioned that, but long story short, a hidden benefit of having smaller ticket clients is that you can actually upsell your clients. And it's actually easier to do so as well. So if you've got, like 10 clients paying you $500 each, you might be able to upsell 1 or 2 of them onto your Facebook ad services or your email marketing services or whatever other additional services you want to kind of like offer. I don't really recommend offering multiple services, but you can actually get a cool little cheeky upsell here and there, if you will, to your clients, and upsell them on a funnel build out. And the funny thing is, and the best thing is about this, is that because you're already working with these clients, so let's say you've got social media management clients, you've been working with them for the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it's been, you can now actually reach out to your client and say, you know what, John, we've been working with you now for the last 6 months. It's been a great partnership and I'm really enjoying this. What I can see in your business right now is probably a good time to pull the trigger on running some Facebook ads, because we've actually grown your social media, blah, 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 blah. It would actually be good if we stepped into the realm of running paid ads for you. That right there, if you said that to one of your clients, because they're already working with you, means they already trust you first and foremost. They've already paid you multiple times over. So they're probably going to be very inclined to work with you again on a different service, if you want, an additional service. The reason for that is because people like familiar. People like to be familiar with people. They like to work with people who they're familiar with. For example, when people, in school, for example, like when your teacher says partner up with somebody, I'm pretty sure you all run to your friends to partner up with them because you already know them, you already trust them, you've already built credibility with them, you already built a relationship with them. You're not going to go and choose like a random person unless you like the challenge of working with someone new, of course. But yeah, most of the time you're going to stick to like your friends and stuff like that. Sit next to your friends whenever you can choose whatever seat you want to sit in your class. It's just the same thing with your clients. When they've already built up a relationship with you, they already trust you, they already know who you are, they've already paid you, they've already worked with you before or working with you right now, and you can actually upsell them on a service as well. Not saying that you can't do that with high ticket clients, it's just that because you've got more lower ticket clients, you've got an increased chance of doing so, if you will. Because if you only got 4 clients at like 2.5k each, you've only got 4 chances of upselling. Whereas if you got like 10 clients or 20 clients at $500 each, for example, 20 clients at $500 each, and you got 20x, chances of, if you will, to actually upsell at least, one of them. You've got 20x a chance, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now, what I've also noticed, another hidden benefit of having lower ticket clients and multiple of them is that because you have them in higher frequency, you actually gain more experience as an agency owner, as an entrepreneur, and as a salesperson. So you actually, because for example, let's take 2 candidates. One candidate's got, like I said, 4 clients at 2.5k each. So he's making 10k net profit, if you will. So these are net profit clients, 2.5k each. Whereas this dude over here, candidate B, has 20 clients at $500 each. So they're both making 10k per month each net profit, right? This guy over here has 20 clients. This guy over here has 4 clients. This dude has to have had 4 calls, 4 actual successful calls to have got those clients. Of course, you actually have to jump on calls with clients unless you're in agency transmutation, where there's literal students closing 4.1k per month clients, Facebook ad clients, without even having a call with them. Like that's actually happened multiple times, by the way. But apart from that, you normally have to jump on a sales call with people and actually have, an actual sales call with somebody and actually close them. Now, this person over here will have only had 4, life experiences with that particular. Let's pretend that this is his first 4 clients, just hypothetically speaking. This person's only had 4 closes, if you will. This person over here had to close 20 different people. This dude has way more experience closing clients, getting on sales calls, and he's going to exponentially be a better salesperson than this person, because this guy's had 4 sales calls. This guy's had 16 more sales calls than the previous person. So this person's by the law of just numbers, is just going to be better at sales eventually than this person. Like literally, there's no arguing with that. Not only that, but this person has to manage, 20 clients, which sounds like a lot. But if you actually get, social media managers, you can get 2 or 3 of those, and all you have to do is manage your social media managers, because each one of your social managers can handle like 8 to 10 clients anyway. So you only need 2 to 3 social media managers, is what I found in my own personal opinion. All you need to do is manage your social media managers, which then manage 7 clients each or something like that. So there you go. That's how you would actually break that maths down. So you actually become an overall better agency owner because you're actually working with more people, and you actually just become more experienced, and that's in turn going to help you become more confident. You're going to, it's just another day in the park, another day at the office, if you will, another walk in the park, if you will, at that particular point, because like you've already done it 20 times over, you've already done it 50 times over, because you've got more clients, you've got more experience underneath your belt, you got worked with more people, you just become a well-rounded, better, more experienced entrepreneur, in my opinion, when you've actually got more closes, because you've just done it more times. The more time you ride a bike, the better you get at riding that bike. It's just simple as that. The more times you go swimming, the better you are at swimming. The more times you practice running or anything in that matter, the better you're going to get at that particular skill. And as the saying goes, I believe it's that repetition is the mother of all skill, or whatever the saying goes. I probably butchered that, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's all about repetition, getting those reps in. And with lower ticket clients, it's more frequent, so you're getting more reps in, if you will. Now, because you're getting more reps in and you've got an actual increased amount of clients, that also is good for your network. This is another hidden benefit. So this is the next point. Your network actually increases, and more business owners. You can actually have more conversation with those business owners, which could then in turn lead to more business down the line, because more people in the business realm. Those more people might even know other business owners, if you will. So if you're only working with 4 people, you've only got 4 chances of them referring you to a person. Or if they've got a couple friends that they know, you've only got like 4x different outputs, if you will. You got 4 different exit points, so root points, if you will. You got 4 nodes, if you will, and each one of those nodes can know multiple people. Whereas if you got 20 different nodes, if you will, each one of those 20 different nodes, that's your individual clients, if you will, could know 3 people each, for example. Whereas if your 4 clients only know three different people each, as you can see, it's not as much as the one with the 20 different nodes. If you got 20 clients, you've got an increased chance of getting referrals because you've got a better network. So that can lead to business down the line, different ventures, all sorts of stuff. You never know what an actual increased network can actually genuinely lead to. So it's actually going to help you with more referrals, as well as just having a better overall business network as an entrepreneur, as you will. And as they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know in business sometimes. So yeah, for sure, it's better to have an increased network. That's going to help you with referrals, like I said. And then the last benefit, which is pretty much the reason why I actually genuinely recommend low ticket clients in the first place when you're just getting started, this is, by the way, is because of cash flow. You see, a lot of people try to start an agency with no cash because they're completely broke. So what they try to do is do cold emails by themselves, which in turn leads them to doing their lead sourcing themselves, or finding leads themselves, qualifying them leads themselves, and then writing personalized emails. Each one of those things I just mentioned is like a separate 9-to-5 job within itself. It takes so long, so tedious, so time consuming, and so disheartening when you're doing your outreach yourself and you're not seeing the results because you have no financial incentive to continuously do that job because you're not getting paid to do it. You're not getting a reward back from the actual input. Your input's not creating a reward yet because of what you call lead measures and lag measure. A lag measure is when you do 10 outreach and you don't really get a response back until maybe a couple days later. There's a lag, there's a delay in that basically. Whereas with this low ticket kind of like system, the hybrid system, if you will, you use low ticket clients to actually get high ticket clients. The reason for that, and one of the benefits for that, is you actually can automate your outreach and you can actually give it to a person that's actually getting paid to do that. So if you have 2 first line writers, for example, and you're paying them $200 each per month, $250 each per month, because you're paying them an actual rate and you're actually financially being rewarded for that job, they're going to be more consistent than you can ever be. The reason for that is because they're financially being incentivized to actually continuously do that job that you've actually given to do, which is actually the outreach, which means your outreach is going to be more consistent. If your outreach is more consistent, your pipeline is going to be more consistent and more solid, if you will. Right now, people have leaky pipelines because they're not consistent with their outreach because they try to do it all themselves. They try to get clients in, and then once they get a couple of clients in, they drop outreach. You can't just drop outreach because your pipeline is going to dry up. And this is why people are in that perpetual cycle of trying, almost getting to 10K, dropping down, almost getting to 10K, dropping down. Or if they don't even get near to 10K, what they do is you just can't get clients in because they're just not cranking out enough numbers. So this eliminates all of that. And again, the way how it works is it's a self-sustaining cycle. And what I mean by that is your outreach team that's going to do outreach for you to get high ticket clients via like cold email, cold DMs, that sort of stuff, it requires money. That requires money. As they say, you have to spend money to make money. When in business, money and cash flow is literally the lifeline and bloodline, if you want, the oxygen of a business. If you've got no cash flow, you don't really have a business, to be honest with you. It's very difficult to start. Yes, you can start SMMA without any money, but it's very difficult, very time consuming, and I don't recommend it. You're going to hate it. I actually started hating SMMA when I was actually doing it all myself as well, to be honest with you guys. So this eliminates that because you can actually get lower ticket clients on Upwork or a warmer traffic source such as Upwork or any sort of freelance website. I'm not affiliated with Upwork, by the way, which I believe I have to say that. But long story short, you can actually take that cash flow and invest into first line writers that are going to send you 25 emails per day, 25 Instagram DMs per day, whatever your outreach method is, in order to basically set you appointments. And these are personalized emails. And the funny thing is, like I said, and one of the best things is that it's self-sustaining. And what I mean by that is, instead of you taking money out of your own pocket to pay for your outreach system, you literally get your clients from your warmer traffic source, such as Upwork, to pay for your system. It's literally like you're literally getting a client to pay for your system, literally. So for example, if you need an extra $500 for this system that you know you need to build out, then you go and close 2 clients at $500 each, just to be safe. You have a buffer window there. So now you're making $1,000 net profit. You can take $500 out of that and hire 2 first line writers. So you've literally just turned around and got a client to pay for you to get more clients. It's a self-sustaining cycle. And then once this actually starts picking up and actually landing new clients, higher ticket clients outside of Upwork, that will itself start charging itself up and kind of like being self-sustaining as well. Like it's literally an endless cycle of success at that particular point. Once you've got money in, you reinvest it back into the system, and you actually get first line writers after first line writers. Eventually you're going to end up with 4, 5, 6 first line writers sending you 25 emails a day. You're pretty much going to be unstoppable at that point. And you can see there's only really 2 systems to agency life: getting clients and retaining clients. If you can do those, you're going to scale to 10K per month plus in no time whatsoever. You just need to figure out a way to consistently get meetings booked on your calendar. And the way you do that is you need a predictable outreach system that actually genuinely works and doesn't turn off, and that's consistent and predictable and scalable. And this is exactly how you do it. This is the system. This is called the hybrid system. Using cash flow to invest into a team is going to do your outreach for you. You can't build a business successfully all by yourself. And this is exactly what I teach inside Agency Transmutation, and why the results have been absolutely phenomenal ever since I released it. The very first week of releasing it, very first day of releasing it, the results have been crazy. Students coming in there and closing clients within their first 2 days. Multiple students coming in there and closing like 4.1K per month clients, stuff like that. It's literally insane. People going from literally broke to making 2K per month in literally their first 2 weeks. It literally took me 17 months to get a client that I was genuinely proud of for my agency. And there's people coming into the program and closing clients for $2,600 within 3 days. Literally 3 days. I'm cutting people's time dramatically down from no success to success. I'm cutting that time period in between all the way down to 3 days. It's up to 2 days. In fact, it's absolutely insane. So that being said, guys, if you're interested in Agency Transmutation, the link is still below. It's still open for enrollment, guys. So I do recommend getting in there before the prices increase. Or if you want my one-to-one coaching help, I do mentorship people. I do mentor people as well, and I actually take your hand and actually jump into your business with you and actually help you grow it together, side by side. It's unfailable. It comes with a full money back guarantee, so it's literally infallible. You cannot fail that particular program. Also comes with Agency Transmutation for completely free as well. If you want to know more about that, the link is below. I'll make it abundantly clear which one you should pick if you're looking for, Agency Transmutation or the actual one-to-one program. So that being said, guys, these are just some hidden benefits in my own personal opinion. Again, for that guy in the comment section, this does not mean low ticket clients are better than high ticket clients, or high ticket clients are better than low ticket clients. I'm just saying what the benefits are, the hidden benefits that I've genuinely found from my own personal experience and what I've been working on, in my agency and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video pretty soon. Peace.